Batman.
And on that note, previously in the World of Elekind, the heroes meet the merchant Terran Wistrom at the Wayfarer and learn of trouble in the nearby town of Winterwood, which has nothing to do with what they decide to do. They strike out in the wilds for more wolf pelts, only to be ambushed by hyper-intelligent wolves out for blood, and those wolves succeed in slaying Nim. Surrounded by elves with arrows trained on them, and seeing no other choice to accompany Seles and her hunters to the Fang of Dusk. In exchange for potentially ruinous information for the goodly folk of the area, Nim is reincarnated as a wood elf by Hirael of Clan Dust. Sensing the danger posed by Clan Dust, the heroes set out to find Seles before any fell alliances can be forged. So you guys are standing right outside of the keep. The wilderness expands before you. The ruined cobbled road descending into the trees. A light snowfall is coming down upon you. It's quite cold. What do you do?
You ready to do some tracking?
Mm-hmm. To make sure we're going to go out there Seles, right?
I think that's the best idea. That's my vote.
Me too. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to pick up the track or the trail.
Okay. Roll me wisdom survival.
Now, since these are humanoids, my thing comes into play. So
Heck yeah.
What
let me
thing?
just favorite enemy.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to check to make sure. All right, so I have advantage on the survival check. Okay. 1d20 plus survival is 4. That's equals. 22.
Okay, so as you do look around for the telltale traces of tracks leading off into the wild, they're actually not very difficult to find. There's a fresh layer of powdered snow on the ground, and so footprints are rather easy to find. You guys begin to track them through the wilds, and Anton, please roll me a let's call it an insight check. Anton?
Yeah, 15. Sorry. I was trying not to chew on the camera.
I love you.
Okay. You find this to be a little bit strange. Before, you got the impression that these guys were scouts and trackers, and these tracks seem very obvious.
Anton seems to be muttering to himself. They sure did like to stick to their trees last time. This is way too obvious. How far have they traveled?
You've only gone about maybe 10 minutes tracking them before you come to this realization.
Is there any other signs that maybe like this is way too obvious? He is going to stop and turn around. This is way too obvious.
Obvious, like you think we're being set up for a trap, or obvious, like they've got somebody with them.
Obvious that they might be just trying to throw us off their trail or setting us up for a trap. And the last time they were up in the trees, they seemed like they were pretty nimble folk to be traveling by tree. So I don't know. I don't feel. I mean, don't feel too particularly strong about it. I don't think they'd be that dense to leave tracks like this, especially when they're definitely not going to want to be followed.
What reason do they have to not want to be followed?
Maybe they heard our conversation.
I mean, if they didn't, they might not mind if we follow, but I think you're right to be wary. Maybe we... If it's a trap, I don't mind being bait. But I can't follow these tracks alone, even while I'm pretending to be bait. Do we have a good feeling for whether the tracks are going in any direction that we are familiar with? Like towards the inn, or...
Roll me a nature check.
Oh!
Just her or everybody?
Just her, currently.
Sorry, what was the... you cut out for a second. What am I rolling?
Just intelligence, nature.
Okay, thank you. Nine.
You don't get the impression based on where you are that it's going towards anything in particular that you would recognize. You just don't have like a good solid grasp of the topography, and a good way, a good frame of reference to kind of guesstimate where you are in relation to everything else.
Sure.
You don't know.
We can always go back. We're only 10 minutes out. We can always go back and start at the beginning. Or at least...
You think that this is a decoy?
I think it's just way too obvious. Like, too good to be true.
Well, do we have any idea how many of them there are?
How many of them are there?
See 5 sets.
5 sets.
Think we can take 5 of them plus whoever's hiding in the trees? Maybe it's a better idea, instead of going back, just spread out, see if we see any other signs of second party.
I'm sorry, what was the suggestion again?
Spread out a little bit before we go on and see if we can find any signs of a second party. In case there's the obvious ones and the less obvious ones.
He takes a look around and doesn't have any other better idea, so he just nods. Sure. Just be careful. No, don't go too far.
I mean, she glances over at Quint. Maybe somebody who's not me should do it. I spend a lot of time in the fields and not a lot of time in the forest. I'm not going to find their tracks.
All right.
Just gonna reach over and punch him. Don't make fun of me. We all have our skills.
All right. Well, how about how about I look around? I can sneak better. Plus, none of this really hinders me, so I can. It will not bother me. I'll just be back. I'll take 5 minutes.
I'm gonna stand here and make sure nobody puts any holes in our new elf.
Okay. So, since he's gonna break off.
Is it you and Quint going, or are you going by yourself?
I'm going by myself.
Stealthing it.
Yeah, he's gonna stealth and look for humanoid tracks. He can stealth at his full speed because he's alone. Thanks to this template. Excuse me. So yeah. Andrew, do you want stealth or tracking first?
Roll stealth. Okay, with some survival. Okay, so you backtrack a little ways, and you're relatively confident in your concealment. So what specifically are you looking for?
Anything that looks like people try to cover up tracks or alternate method of movement, like anything that might just point to more more hidden signs of movement, maybe even some loose, maybe like even like some in the trees too, looking like there's like snow not like hanging on certain trees and stuff that look like they'd be easy to move through, stuff like that.
How long do you spend doing this?
He said he was going to take 5 minutes. So
Be the time that you backtrack, but like how long do you spend searching the area?
we'll say 10.
Okay. So you don't find any evidence of any decoys or anything like that. You find no other tracks other than the occasional woodland beast. You do note that the trees, if you climb one, will show various states of evidence that they've been used as a means of transit, but you're not certain how recent it's been, or if that's a good indication that there might be another party or something like that.
Okay, he comes back. To sum it up, I found a whole bunch of nothing.
So,
What do you think?
Sorry.
No, she looks at Quint.
So onward then.
I mean, we could continue going, but
Sounds like a plan.
Worst case scenario, we're walking into a trap. Next best case scenario, I think they're just not afraid of us finding them.
Mm-hmm.
Best case scenario, they're feeling their oats and just don't give a fuck.
How many of them did you say there were?
5.
I could take 5.
There we go. Quint's going to take 5 of them. We're good.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just sit and watch him take the 5 then. He says he's got this one.
I don't believe you for a second.
I don't believe your mind is cloudy with your sharp wit, good sir. Good sir. Pokes him right in the chest. Good sir.
Nim kind of reels back from that because he's really not used to this body yet.
Biri will catch him.
Shit, I'm sorry.
And like he's doing that he's been doing that thing, just kind of wandering around, like looking at his hands like he's really, really high
Aww.
and like flexing them.
All right. Well, you got your legs about you, Nim?
I got something about me.
All right. Well, I guess we'll move forward then.
Quietly. Except for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd feel slightly better about this if I had some armor, but do what we can.
Stick close. I'll do what I can. Oh my goodness. I apologize for that noise.
Roll me wisdom survival.
Whom?
Your tracker. Elf.
17.
Okay. And everyone rolls stealth.
Way to go, Biri.
Hey, I get weird new stealth things because I'm in the woods.
Yeah.
Dinosaur in a pot. Trying to shut.
Being choked.
Please don't die, Vaughn. So, y'all maybe should go on ahead and Biri will be the bait from the back.
Nim's not used to having like 10-foot higher move speed. Randomly accidentally back bumps into somebody.
But
So,
quietly, because you have an 18.
so you guys make your way going the tracks here as you go that you're gaining some elevation. And after an hour or so, I need you all to make Constitution saving throws for me, please.
Ooh. If you're proficient in that saving throw, do you have proficiency?
Yes.
Oh, yes. But not the modifier, correct?
Both.
Okay.
Man, I am rolling like shit tonight.
Oh.
Vaughn has no reason to ever complain about MA's roll room because he has been bossing every roll tonight.
Yeah, tonight. Out of like how many games we played with MA's Dice Roller Room?
I would like to point you towards my rolls tonight. I rolled at disadvantage, got a 7 and a 4.
Yeah, tonight.
Tonight.
I would like to point you to last week.
So as you guys make your way up the slopes of this hinterland, begins to set in, and anyone who rolled below a 10 is going to suffer a level of exhaustion.
Bummer.
And that would be Biri and Quint.
We're too big for this.
Right.
You guys are right. You're looking a little tuckered out.
I hate mountains. And it's
I hate-
fucking cold.
I hate inclines.
It's a little cold out here. Yeah, it's not that bad. Come on.
I'm about to start breathing on my fingers.
That's a bad sign.
She checks hurriedly.
If you have to do that, you need to let me know. We need to get
Also,
fired.
also funny enough that helpful hint about checking your fingers about being black is from a voice in your head, Biri.
Oh no! Hey! Oh. She she pulls up short.
Slams into the back of her again.
Reaches back and just kind of pats him on the shoulder without really thinking about it. Can you see? She says out loud.
Yes.
Not you. You're not seeing very well, I can tell. And then she, like, her head kind of raises like she's listening really hard for something.
Yes.
How many of them are there we're following? You're no help at all.
Biri's having a conversation with herself, everyone.
Yes, she
So,
is. She's standing here having a conversation with herself and looking quite intense about it, too.
Knock, knock.
So,
Who's no help?
Hello. You there, Barry? We're out here. Who are you talking to?
Tundra madness.
A vampire.
What?
Do what?
The protector of the keep before it fell.
Sounds like he didn't do that good of a job. If it fell.
He held out for a long time. Longer than anyone expected.
So
Longer
that's why
than...
you're all gung-ho about going down there?
Yes.
Can you tell us where these people are? That'd be great.
He's not answering me.
Of course.
Is he a bad
Well-
vampire?
She gives you a pained look. Quite pained. Because she doesn't know. He doesn't like the elves.
Well, of course. They pretty much dicked him over. I mean, would you be inclined to like somebody who basically, came in your house, drank all your Kool-Aid or all your cider and used up all the mustard, and then kicked you out?
Cool. I mean, son.
I don't like the elves either.
Just for clarification's sake, were the elves that we ran into the same ones that long ago staked him? They weren't, right?
No,
Okay. Was that elves before, or was it someone else?
it was something else.
Okay. No, I don't know what they did to him. They weren't the ones who overran the place, though. That was a long time ago.
I mean, and this is coming from somebody who's half elf, but I mean, if you got long ears, you got long ears. It doesn't really matter who.
That's right. Wait a minute.
I'm a little worried about
That's me now.
You're
both
worried
of
about
y'all.
a vampire? You're more worried about us than a vampire talking to you?
No, I'm not more worried. I can worry about many things at various levels at the same time.
So, how do we know this is actually a vampire and not some form of dementia?
Because they said he was a vampire. Or she.
Yes. It's the same reason that Oh, shoot. What is his name? Hang on. What's his name, the brother?
Uriel.
Yes. It's the same reason Uriah looks so tired, I think.
Huh.
I told you he was in my head all night.
I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure he made a dark pact or something. That guy is just creepy all around.
And based on what you told me, them bringing me back doesn't exactly make sense either.
Listen, he's not helping. We gotta keep moving. Or at least sit down and build a fire while we're talking. Do my fingers look black to you?
That's just your claws.
They still seem to be fairly red.
Gold.
Gold.
They look red to you?
He's just getting used to his new eyes, but
No, you're still the same lovely golden shade of wheat that we love, Biri. It's okay.
Thank you, Aunt. I feel better now.
expert of hide and go seek the cornfield.
Anyways, let's keep
She
going.
nods to Quint. Only place you probably ever hid well.
So you guys continue along this trail. Come to a narrow ravine, and you see a trail of smoke coming from it, and from within it. Approach the edge. You will note that there are 5 elves bivouacked in the bottom of this ravine.
And they're wearing the armor of the people that we were just at?
Yes.
Okay.
Any of them look like that girl, Seles?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
So they're at the bottom, we're at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of them look like they're asleep or anything?
No, they don't sleep.
Oh,
throughout.
that's right. I keep forgetting that. Fuck.
And it's in the middle of the day.
Yeah. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. I feel bad for this, but I don't know if there's any other recourse. I'm gonna sneak around. And I'm gonna draw their attention. And then once I do, that's when you guys need to rush in. Nim, you stay in the back. Biri, you lead the charge.
Aunt,
Huh?
if someone's going to draw attention, I think it's most likely going to be me. Just if we're
Yeah.
having attention being drawn.
I know.
All right.
So,
But that's what I'm saying. They'll see you. They'll hear you coming before they detect me.
right, so me and Biri can run in, and you and Nim can hide, and then strike.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll strike them first, and then because that way they'll see, like they'll won't really know where I'm shooting from. Hopefully.
Have they spotted us? I feel like there's a couple quick and important questions we need to ask as we plan. That being one of them. Assuming we're at least trying to be stealthy with a 4.
I don't think it's probably Biri. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Roll stealth.
Okay. Oh my god. So they've spotted me for shoresies. Bear's like standing at the top. Do you think they spotted us?
Avalanche just comes down. Yep.
Her second question before she gets peppered full of arrows is, we should check and see if there's any more hiding in the hills.
Quint, what did you roll?
Oh shit. 1d20 plus 2.
That wasn't so much a question as a suggestion.
6.
Okay. So as you guys are having this conversation, you're having to sort of talk a little bit louder than you normally would because of the wind blowing and whistling through the ravine, causing a great deal of noise. And so as you speak up, what's down below will notice the voices and see the top of Biri's head. And Seles will stand and hold out her arms and goes, "Ah, my friends! You decided to take the trek with us."
It's time to face our bad intentions.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
It's time to face our bad intentions. She's going to start down into the ravine and let you guys figure out how stealthy you're going to be, because there's no way she's going to stealth, and as long as she can hold attention, she'll do it.
So as you make your way down into the ravine, if you would please make me a strength athletics check with disadvantage. Biri?
Yes, with pleasure. Oh, the first one was real good. Come on, dice room. 12.
Okay, so you sort of slide down, and someone who was less sure of themselves might find themselves tumbling down the edge of this ravine, but you managed to traverse the entire 25 feet or so pretty handily. And as you get down to the bottom, one of the elves is already standing with a mug, and he's walking over like he's about to offer it to you.
Biri stops and takes a moment to gather herself and look around, trying to buy time, because, oh man, he seems real nice. She doesn't want to kill him.
Quint, you're going to have to go down there too.
Oh, sure. I got you. And he comes out of the bushes and pretends to zip up his fly.
Nim, I don't want you to fire until after I've shot, okay?
Well, yeah, that was the plan.
Make me a strength athletics check, Quint.
Unfortunately,
With
it's
disadvantage.
raging.
Yup. Give me 1 second to look at my sheet here. Is +4. So that is crap.
While these people are going down the hill, Nim will attempt to move into something with cover.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay, so you begin to slide down much like Biri did. Unfortunately, you sort of catch your leg in a sort of hidden root that's sort of like protruding out from the side of the wet ravine side, and find yourself sort of stuck about halfway down. Meanwhile, Nim, you figure that you can use the edge of the ravine as, or if you're going to attack from it.
That'll work.
Oh, so is Quint's boot like just stuck, or does he start to tumble?
Like his whole leg sort of slips into a gap between the root and the ravine, and sort of just catches himself, like, and racks himself while he does so.
Shit!
Biri holds up a hand to the elf in an apologetic gesture and turns back to go help Quint, buying some more time.
Sorry. Got stuck in the... Damn it.
Seles goes, go help out our friends. They seem to have trouble. And the elf that has the mug sort of sets it down, rock, and jogs over to help extricate Quint.
In the meantime, would that stealth roll count as a hide for a skulker, or do I have to roll a hide check for that or something?
Yeah, it works with Skulker. It's fine.
Okay.
None of them saw you, so I mean.
Yeah, I just want to, get a free action or something without asking or something. I don't know. Never used this feat, so. When they move, I guess, are all of them helping Quint, or is it just the four guys? Excuse me.
Just the one.
Oh.
Quint.
Oh, okay. And Biri is next to the dude, too, with Quint?
Biri is next to Quint.
Okay.
Yeah, if I could just, I'm real sorry about that. Yeah.
Hold up. I'm here to help.
Just don't want to lose my shoe. I like this shoe.
The elf sort of climbs up to the other side of Quint and offers to hoist him over.
Oh, thanks, pal. Yeah. Or do you need me to roll for it, or?
No, I mean, with Biri and this elf here, you should be able to pull yourself out very easily.
All right.
Thank you.
What you doing, Anton?
I was gonna say, once they look like they're kind of like settled or something for at least a second, like that's when Anton's gonna try to snipe Seles first.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me initiative. Get a surprise round.
Do I need to roll at disadvantage for this with exhaustion?
No.
Okay. Oh.
Woo.
I'm at 15.
Oh no, you're at 7.
I roll it with advantage.
Oh, okay. I'm also at 15.
Which of you goes first?
He has a +3 mod, so he goes first.
Okay. Thank you.
Andrew, oh yeah, with hiding, I guess with the surprise attack, do you get advantage with that or no?
Advantage because you're attacking against an enemy that hasn't acted anyway.
Okay.
And what are they at?
They're at 12.
Okay. I'm assuming a 10 doesn't hit.
A 10 does not hit. Give me just a second. Nope, there is no additional advantage or disadvantage for surprise. Yeah, so Anton sort of stands and launches an arrow at Seles, and it thunks into her mug and begins to spill ale everywhere. And there's just a momentary look of surprise as Biri, what do you do?
I can do non-lethal, right, to the guy next to me?
With a melee weapon, yes. You may.
Okay, I'm gonna try and knock him unconscious.
Okay.
Yes, I am. With my sword. Is a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Excellent. Oops, wrong. 8 damage.
You sort of draw your sword from your scabbard and just smash his jaw with the pommel of your weapon, kind of in one fluid motion. And he stumbles backwards, but he is not rendered unconscious. Looks surprised as a tooth comes spat out into the snow with a bit of blood. Okay, Quint.
Quint is going to also try to non-lethal. I'm going to let's conserve rage here. Fuck it. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. So it is strength and proficiency. Is a d20 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's 23. That hits.
Nice.
Damage is
Yes.
1d12 plus 3. 15 maximum damage.
Yep. So you smash the flat of your axe into his face, and his nose just shatters, and blood begins to run profusely. His eyes sort of cross, and he falls backwards into the snow, unconscious.
Nim's gonna shoot the leader.
Okay.
I do not think a 13 is going to hit.
A 13 does hit.
Oh, it does. Awesome. For 12 damage.
Okay, so you shoot, and your bullet strikes Seles right in the abdomen, and blood begins to stain the leather armor that she is wearing from within and from beneath. And from the wound itself. And this, like, jerk, and eyes go bug, and she doesn't quite know what's going on. Sorry, Biri.
Also, bonus action to reload.
Bonus action is surprise round. You just get one singular action.
Fair enough.
Oh, it's me again?
Mhm.
Okay. Does she look like she's almost dead?
Grievous wound.
Okay, Biri's going to pick up her sword and run down towards the camp shouting, "Drop your weapons or she dies."
None of them have weapons drawn.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Surrender or she dies. I'm sorry. Surrender or she dies. And she's going to head for her.
So you're using your action to make a persuasion check?
Yes. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Oh, I have dice for that. Does my exhaustion mean that's disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. $11.
Okay. They don't seem terribly convinced, as there is confusion rife throughout the ranks of these individuals.
Can she make it next to the to Seles?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm just gonna do that.
Okay. Anton.
Yep. Anton's not going to hide anymore, and since they don't have any weapons, Anton's going to make himself more prominent over the escarpment and basically follow Biri's train of thought. Settle down, and nobody else has to get hurt.
Okay.
And I'll roll persuasion. Okay.
Okay. Quint. What are you doing?
Do the people seem moved at all?
Pretty much shot the leader without any provocation. They don't think that they're going to be spared by the looks of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Second verse, same as first. Gonna knock, like non-lethally, gonna knock the next closest person in the snoot.
Okay.
Boop. That's a 7.
This one is wary and wise to your approach and dodges out of the way when you swing your axe at his face.
Damn. Clever girl.
What
Oh
do
no.
you do? Nim.
Okay. Bonus action to reload.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm going to hold my action until I see any of them attempt to draw a weapon.
Make your action. They're all drawing weapons.
Oh, they are drawing weapons? All right.
And that's to the leader? That's to Seles?
No. They're trying to negotiate with Seles' life. I'm aiming for one of the other guys.
Okay. You blow his brains all over the snow.
Oh no.
All right. And so, with that, Seles grits her teeth in pain looks entirely betrayed at Biri as she draws her short swords and attempts to her through. 16 does not hit you. 15 does not hit you. She's sort of lashing out, uncoordinated. She's sort of staggering on her feet and does not seem to be able to do anything but bounce her weapon harmlessly off of your armor and your shield. The other two are going to charge at Biri. You get an opportunity attack, Quint.
Woo! 6 hit.
No, it's all right. It's out of your range of attack.
Is that just on the one, or is there a second one that?
What?
I'm supposing I don't get a opportunity of attack on the second, or no, I can't because it's just reactions. Right?
No, you only get one reaction. Yeah, you only get one reaction. All right, so
those combat shenanigans.
And as they move, they yell "Forkland dust" and attempt to stab her with their scimitars.
Scimitars are made for slashing, not stabbing.
They can stab too.
They have a pointy end.
I mean,
It's hard. It's hard to stab full through chainmail. The damage is it's of slashing damage. This one just sort of 11 points.
Okay.
This one sort of catches you right at the crook of your neck and delivers a grievous.
My neck is all the way up here. Why is everything always going for it?
And easy to hit.
They want to just nibble and whisper sweet
What do
nothings.
you'll have the weak neck.
We need to get you like a
Long
gorgon,
game, Morrison.
whatever it's called.
A 16 does not hit you. The other one, his weapon bounces harmlessly off of your shield. Biri, it is your turn.
Is Sarah still alive?
Very much.
She is going to try to kill her.
Okay.
Yes. How do you spell Seles?
Seles. Seles.
That is a critical fail.
Yep.
Oh no!
Quite the dangerous wound on your neck sort of has drawn your attention to these other threats, and whenever you try to deliver the killing blow to Seles, you just miss wide. On.
Well, he's going to try to follow up on Seles. $13 hit?
It does.
Holy shit. Alright. 20 plus 5? Because plus 2 damage rolls when with a weapon attack. Okay. Oh, it's not a d20. 1d6. 7.
So the arrow, just sort of as she turns to face you, coincidentally, and she falls over dead instantly. Splayed out in the snow, weapons in each hand. Quint,
What up?
it is your turn.
Axe fight the power. 21. Is that it?
It does, as a matter of fact.
All right. 1d12 plus 3.
I really, really hope a 21 hits.
It's for 8 damage.
You bury your axe into the back of one of these clan dust soldiers, and he sort of cries out in pain, reaches behind him futilely to try and extricate himself from your axe. But he's not quite dead yet. Nim.
How many are still up? I will take a shot on the one that doesn't have an axe in him.
Okay.
Uh, 16
It does hit.
for 12 damage.
Again, your bullet hits him square in the face. A nice red spray splatters the snow behind him, and he just slumps to his knees and then face first into the snow. He is dead. Last guy is going to turn and lash out at Anton. Quint, rather. A 13 hits you.
No.
He misses. Biri.
Biri is going to end him. Try to end him. Does a 12 hit?
12 does hit.
Okay. Oh, man. Oh.
Come in here.
4 points of damage.
Yeah, you spin around and decapitate him as he swings at Quint futilely, and his body falls to the ground. Red.
I just
Did you
remodeled
know
that.
Control D mutes or unmutes your microphone in Hangouts? I learned a thing.
I didn't. Thank you for that.
Oh, I'm so excited. Is that everybody?
You are standing in the middle of a silent campsite with a pile of bodies around you. One of whom is not quite dead, but
Mary's going to go
unconscious.
trudging towards the unconscious one. And if no one stops her, she will coup de grace.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Wait. They might actually be able to tell us something.
I don't have any taste for torture.
Oh, well, I'm angry enough.
She coup de grace.
What the heck? Oh.
Roll it.
$17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Automatic critical. Roll double damage.
$11.
He is very dead.
Truth be told, I don't have any taste for torture either. Yeah, it's already bad enough. It's already bad enough that we have to kill him.
We didn't have to torture him. We could have offered to let him go free.
Yeah,
Back
so he
with
can
the
go run
others.
and go back with the others and then have them hunt us. Yeah, that sounds great. Anyways, I see armor for you here.
And they're probably going to hunt us anyways.
I see pockets, which have things.
I see 5 lives, which is about what we found at the farm. I'm going to bury these.
Well, see what they have first that's useful. I definitely want to take Seles' swords. I need something.
It'll take me a while to dig. Take your time.
Are they just regular short swords, Andrew?
Yes.
What is it?
They don't even have a particularly elven flair. These seem to be from a human settlement of some kind.
Okay. Do they have any bows that are bigger? Do they have any long bows?
There is a longbow that you can have, yes.
Sweet.
What do you suppose you have to do to a body to keep her brother from bringing it back? Suppose we probably have to burn it, huh?
That'll remove the head.
Will that work?
Fuck if I know. I'm just trying to go by what I've heard in tales and stories.
I think we may have to build a bonfire. Instead of digging, I'm going to find wood.
Would Arcana be able to help with that, or is that a religion check?
That would be a religion check.
Can I do that untrained?
No,
Okay.
not for this.
Oh,
Fair
can I do that? Can I make a religion check?
Yes.
16?
You have heard of powerful clerics of the faith being able to resurrect the dead. You've seen it happen as far as Nim goes, but as to the explicit requirements, you have no clue.
Okay. She's gonna start going to gather firewood to make a pyre.
I guess I'm totally gonna rob a dead dude.
Managed to find 10 gold pieces, 23 silver pieces, and 11 copper pieces among them. Mundane leather armor and short swords and short bows, save for the one longbow that Anton procured that Seles had. And you also find on her person a small piece of parchment that has particularly sort of frazzled handwriting, and it says, let me see, a small one-line note. Seek out the dragon, and your role in the grand scheme will be accomplished.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I missed the first part.
Seek out the dragon, and your role in the grand scheme will have been accomplished.
And was that regular leather armor or studded? Okay.
These people ain't rich.
Had to ask.
The humans might have been. Mm.
It's odd they're using human weapons when they apparently hate human society.
I mean,
Tool's a
they had
tool,
enough to
no matter.
kill. Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it looks like. Tool's still a tool. Anybody mind if I take the short swords?
I would like a sword if there is one.
Okay, there's one. There's two. Here.
There are scimitars.
Oh,
Scimitars?
The 2 short swords that she had, and scimitars for the rest of them.
Yeah. Never mind.
scimitars use dex.
Yeah, but I don't have proficiency.
What can I use?
You're a ranger, you definitely can use short swords. They have all martial weapons.
Okay, I was gonna say if I can use a scimitar, that might be better, but anyways.
Yeah, you should be either martial and finesse light.
Anyway.
Yeah.
You do.
I'll take a assuming Biri handles.
You also find about 10 days of trail rations for each of them.
Ooh.
Assuming
Pop
Biri
out real
wants
fast.
to.
Andrew keeps cutting out for me, so I'm be right back. Biri's going to gather firewood and start an like pyre.
With the exception of the cash, I'm going to push everything, or the coins, I'm going to start pushing the stuff we loot into the bag of holding. Unless anyone's taking anything like the swords.
I'll take a scimitar.
Anything you can't carry, I don't know. If everyone out here is like that tavern guy, we're gonna need every coin we can get.
They were trying to recruit the dragon. That's not good.
No. We probably should go back and take care of the rest of the clan.
Take care of them. Like wipe them out?
Yeah.
We owe them a life.
Yeah,
Well,
but
if you're going to say that, we owe them 6 now.
I mean, we just killed part of them here, and when you know what their plans are.
From what I heard, they didn't even try to. What you told me, they didn't even try to hide it. That they were all about killing human settlements.
Apparently, my people are real dicks out here.
I don't think you're the ones that's acting like dicks.
Well, no, but my people, yeah, it's all right.
What do you mean, Quint?
Well, apparently, from what they said, humans are destructive and oppressive, I suppose.
I mean, even if that may be the case, right? Like, hypothetically. Like, I still don't want anybody to go through what we went through. I don't want to see settlements get wiped out like ours did.
Can you cover our tracks?
Like,
I suppose it's a little late for that now. And she actually glances back at her own tracks, which are gonna take a miracle to cover.
I mean, it wouldn't really matter. So once you get that pyre going, they're gonna know somebody was here.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And if your brother was strong enough to resurrect me, he may be able to already know what's happened.
Honestly, I just cut the heads off and leave them be. Or bury them, whatever you want to do, but at least cut the heads off.
Alrighty.
So, Biri, you need to go find enough firewood to make a pyre.
Mm-hmm. Do I need to roll for that?
Yes.
Would you like some help from a woodcutter?
I would love some help from the woodcutter. Yes, please.
Okay.
How about I assist you?
The snow is falling relatively heavily. It's not blinding or anything. It's a gentle downfall. It's enough to remind you of how cold the surroundings are as you guys make your way towards the tree line and begin to cut down trees. Me a wisdom survival check.
At disadvantage, yes? For exhaustion?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Ant.
Ah, critical fail.
Oh, no,
tree
you didn't slash. Oh, no, it is. Wow. Oh, no. Oh, my God. A 1 and a 2. We're great.
The tree cuts me down.
You guys, I mean, you find wood and you begin cutting it down. You're just not making very good time. This, both of you spot something in the woods.
Oh shit!
Sort of something.
Let me see. DM is not prepared. DM has decided upon something in the heat of the moment.
Between the trees, you see a dragon. No!
That would be really good.
So, Ant,
Yes.
are we keeping like a group pocketbook here, or are we separating out?
I don't know. We'll talk about that when they get back.
Fair enough.
Probably about 50 yards from you, and she has that exact grin and sort of hands together in a respectful praying manner and sort of bows.
Who? What?
And and then
We didn't see it.
Then sort of disappears into the wintry haze of the forest.
That's not good.
Biri returns the bow.
Nope. Wait, she disappeared. Fucking no. We got to go back to Ant.
All right. She'll pick up the firewood and head back, staring after.
Not enough for a fire. Enough maybe for a campfire.
Okay.
If I'm stuck in this body long enough, I'm going to need to make some alterations to this thunder cannon.
Yeah, I'll find a way to get back to civilization soon enough. Well, not really civilization, but, someplace you can work.
I don't think it's going to be cheap either.
Come sliding down the ravine side with a sort of one of those like hasty, sort of looking over your shoulder, not really running, but sort of like jogging manners.
What the hell did you guys
Pick up the thunder cannon, make sure it's loaded.
see a ghost or something?
I don't think it was a ghost. It's an old lady, and she had crazy fucking long fingers, and she like bowed and clapped, and she had
So
blue
you
skin.
saw Slender Woman.
Slender.
She was very slender.
Slender granny.
And very womanly.
Huh. Did she do anything?
She applauded and disappeared.
She bowed.
Huh.
Thin fingers long.
What time of day is it, Andrew?
At this point, it's probably like 4 in the afternoon.
Oh. Well, if you want, it's already about sitting evening soon. Do you want to stay here? This will keep us out of the wind. You can look at that wound on your neck and get some decent rest and head back.
I think we probably ought to post a watch, but...
Well, yeah. Well, it's not dark yet. But
Know that there is no actual shelter here.
Oh, no?
It would not be conducive to resting.
Oh.
Like a short rest, sure, but you would not be able to do a long rest.
Oh. Okay. Well, do you want to take a short rest? And then we can go about finding an actual good spot for the night?
Yes, I think that's wise. Good idea.
All right.
So what was the thing you saw?
It was a hag. Old creepy lady with blue skin, but not like, I don't know. She looked kind of thin and freaky. I didn't like it.
Arcana or history?
Not really.
Okay.
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend a hit dice as we short rest.
I can tell you what it was. It was a snow
Oh
witch.
shit!
Ant will create a very quaint fire.
Is this like that time you thought that old Granny Hester was sacrificing kids?
I swear to God, she was. We never saw Hector again.
Okay.
Well, don't take my experience from that. My experience with women is about as much as peeing on them. So, you know,
Oh, now it's sad, Anton. Now it's sad.
it is.
I don't suppose the short rest cures the exhaustion, does it?
No.
Matter of fact.
Damn.
Should be a long rest, I think.
Okay.
All right, Biri. So I got the tip of the sword in the fire, so we're going to use that to staunch the wound on your neck. You game for that?
Just the tip.
Just a tip.
Just the tip.
I'm just gonna wrap it. You keep your tip to yourself over there.
Oh.
I'm just going to wrap it. Yo, my name is Biri.
Oh no, she does
I'm
not
here
do
to
that.
say.
She's gonna
What I'm
find
gonna
herself,
say.
spend a hit dice, and cuddle up close to the fire to sulk for an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. The ant will basically take a watch the whole hour.
Hey, that's my watch. I'm kidding.
Guys, rest for an hour. What do you do?
I make bullets.
All right. So I'm pretty serious about taking out Clan Dusk.
Yeah, they should probably be taken down. Yes.
Tomorrow?
It could be tomorrow. We should probably maybe we can head back to
Tomorrow,
Davix.
tonight, if you think we can get there in time.
You want to kill all of them?
Yep.
That would give us the chance to talk to that vampire.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not in much of a mood to really make friends with a vampire. I'm not eager to go down and buddy up.
I mean, I'm not either. I don't even want to go down there, especially if there's more of those things that we fought in that cave. Yeah, no thank you.
He said they're born when they chip at the tree. The vampire called them just spoilers.
Yeah. That's the thing, too, about that tree.
I could chop it down. I could chop it down real good.
Maybe we'll find out. But anyways, so back to Davix, turn in those skins, maybe sell some of this extra weapons.
Do you think we can make it to Davix by nightfall?
I don't know. DM?
Was or an intelligence nature check.
Intelligence nature.
I think about nature sometimes.
That's very bad intelligence.
What are we going to do with these bodies? I don't want to leave them for her brother to find.
Well, worst case scenario, he already knows.
Worst case, what?
Scenario.
Poor. Because I rolled a 1.
You definitely think that you can get there in time.
Can I roll it? You must have blurbed out for me. I didn't hear.
I said no. Anton would be like, yeah, definitely. And thus far, you have shown a capacity to follow his lead. You have no reason to doubt him.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right.
I can definitely get us back
I'm
there.
sorry.
Not a good problem.
And we should get moving.
Can we fit these in your bag?
Define these.
She points at the dead people.
Probably.
She looks pretty like she's concerned about this.
The snow will cover them, and the wildlife will most likely get to them.
So they'll actually be part of the circle that they're supposed to be protecting?
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me right now? We can bury them at the inn. Or burn them at the inn. If we just leave them here, the elves will know sooner than later.
Maybe.
We've already got
not.
5 wolves in there.
Maybe not. They won't know we did it.
She glances back at their tracks.
That doesn't mean anything.
We followed their tracks. We killed them. It's up to you. But I'd prefer to lay them to rest.
They ought to rest. That's how they want to go anyways.
It's
Right.
awfully cold out here, guys.
Whatever
All
we're
right.
going to do, let's, do it.
Besides, if we were going to start doing that, we should have started doing that a long time ago.
Doing what? Burying people? Like
Yes.
people? We did start doing that a long time ago. I'm just going to reach over and try and punch him.
No, I meant like these people, this specific incident, and he starts walking.
By the time we're done burying them, it probably will be nightfall.
Can you fit him in your bag?
Probably.
At least hers. She points to Seles.
Seles.
Sorry.
Sure, I guess we can stuff Seles in the bag.
Is he going to bleed all over that stuff?
There's 5 dead wolves in there.
Whole wolves?
Yeah,
Bleeding wolves.
When did we do that?
Hey, you can get a lot
The
out of
6.
some good wolf meat.
we didn't want to skin them at the time because it was.
Right.
I just
Gotcha.
died.
So Bear's going to arrange the rest of the bodies respectfully. Shove
Seles.
Yeah.
Seles in the bag. Making sure I had it right. As long as
Put her
Nim
in
lets
head
her.
first.
And then say a prayer over the ones they're leaving behind and prepare to plow the trail for the rest of them.
Bit of a quirked eyebrow, but he's not really going to stop her putting the corpse in the bag.
So we're just going to create an unmarked grave. Cool.
I'm going to burn it.
But where are we going to get the fire to light that up?
Somewhere by the inn tavern thing.
They can pay us for some of the wolves and firewood. Okay. Show me which way, Aunt. I'll clear the snow.
Mm-hmm.
You begin making your way down the mountainous lowlands that you're currently inhabiting in the general direction that you know to be the weathered wayfarer. As you go, make me a wisdom perception check, please, Anton.
Me too.
as you are making your way along this trail that you're blazing, you begin to notice a faint, the faint of bells. And as you sort of look around, you'll notice that some of the smaller twigs on these trees have small little bells tied to them that are waving gently in the breeze. Seems to be no real rhyme or reason to their presence or their number.
Like, they're just tied to like little tree limbs and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys know of anything about bells? Try the trees? Like any stories?
Looks like it could be some kind of alarm system.
Well,
Can
that's
make
what I
a
was thinking
religion
too. But I don't know if you would actually tie them to.
There seems to be no mechanism of tripping them. They're just sort of ringing in the wind.
Yeah, they're more akin to like a chime, like they're just playing on the wind. As the wind blows, shakes the tree, the limb, bends and.
Hey, DM, did Grimble do any of that weird shit?
Nope.
Grimble didn't do any of that weird shit.
Can I make a religion check?
Sure.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, 5. Biri is cold and tired and cranky.
Arcana, history, investigation, any of these?
No, I let Biri do it for a specific reason, but
No,
actually,
fair enough. But don't ask, I won't know.
Are any of them like out in close enough range to touch?
Yeah. Yes, they are.
Yeah. Ant will take a few steps to kind of reach out and get a closer look.
Okay.
He would just kind of just study the bell for a moment. See if it's more for what's the word? Alarming purposes, or more for just enjoyment, like a wind chime type of deal.
You know for a fact that this serves no practicable purpose for alarm. There's just a lot of them. They're randomly distributed throughout the trees. Nothing. It would not serve as an effective warning system for anything.
All right.
However, they do have some strange inscriptions on them. Do any of you read Arin?
Who? Oh, Orin. No.
Common and Dragonborn.
That's the wind language, right?
Yes.
Oh, neat.
I didn't hear you. I heard it at the. That's all I heard.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Common, Elvish, and Draconic. And for some reason I forgot Gnomish.
Well, I don't think you have to worry about these. They're not going to do any harm.
Hope not. Let's keep going. I'm tired. She says sulkily.
Well, hang on. Do you want to take them with us?
No, just leave them be.
All right.
Do you want to take one with you, Quint?
Yeah, they are pretty. Yeah, I'll take one.
Okay, you pocket a bell.
Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling.
Don't need to hear about your dingling.
Oh, why do you gotta go there, Nim?
think just because you grew up, you got standards now?
Anton, please make me a wisdom survival check.
Whom?
Anton.
11d20.
That's when we all got lost and died.
I can't get lost. Not without magical means. Alright. 17.
Okay, so you make your way through this tangle of trees, pine trees and underbrush, and eventually you find some more familiar surroundings after about 3 hours. Darkness has fallen at this point, and have badly misjudged the distance towards the weathered wayfarer. Need all of you to make Constitution saving throws for me, please.
Ooh.
So we're gonna make it by nightfall, huh?
Yeah, well, if we wouldn't have stood around arguing about what we were going to do with bodies, we would have got there sooner.
Oh, yeah, we got the same rule.
Is this with disadvantage?
No.
Good, because we already both got 7s.
Oh, you say we're rolling with advantage?
No, I checked to see if we were rolling with disadvantage because we're already exhausted.
Oh, okay.
So at this point, as you guys are making your way towards the tavern, you Biri and begin to slow down. The cold is sort of getting to them. Biri's face tendrils are like frozen solid, and Quint has like frozen snot and icicles coming out of his beard.
Ant, how far is it?
You reckon?
How far is it?
You reckon about another hour?
Another hour of good walking?
You guys think you can do that?
Maybe if I snaps off the snotsicles.
That's gross.
And that's how Quint invented chopsticks.
Okay. I think I'll be good.
I think we
You
should.
guys are currently moving at half speed.
Yes. I think we should camp.
Just this, you begin to hear growling in the distance and the baying of wolves.
Do you still want to camp?
She glances back with fairly sunken eyes. And straightened herself up. You said about an hour?
Yes.
I don't think I can outrun wolves.
Is that hour factoring in that they're like slower now? Because you said they were moving at half speed now.
Yeah,
It's
that is not
exhaustion
taking
stuff.
that is not taking into account exhaustion.
Well, we might not have any other choice.
Biri says out loud, "What do you mean?" She's not looking at Ant.
Nim narrows his eyes and glares at Biri.
I'd rather stand and fight than try and flee. She looks very much preoccupied.
Ritual adds how long to casting of time of the spell?
Wait, what?
10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gonna try to detect magic, but I don't think this conversation will last long enough.
So do what?
Said I was going to try to detect magic, but I don't think the conversation will last long enough.
Are you talking to your vampire boyfriend again?
He's not my boyfriend. Yes.
But he's in your head.
He offered me strength. But I think we should stand and fight regardless.
I mean, half of us can't see in the dark.
Light a fire.
You have torches?
I have torches.
I have torches.
Light a lot of torches. Let them come. I'm too cold to run.
You could use a breath weapon and start another fire.
Or we could set up torches and she could use your breath weapon to light all the torches.
I can't believe you guys are afraid of like a little hustling. Like it's no different than working back at home in the fields, doing whatever.
Was it cold in the fields?
She very turns and looks at Ant and gives him a haunted look. It's haunted. She turns to Nim and says, "But for the love of Diala, will you get up a tree this time? We know they're coming."
Yeah.
Let's go. She's going to start pulling torches out of her bag.
I will pull
But
torches out of my
actually-
bag.
Before she does, she'll look at Ant. Almost as if for permission. Like
What
she
are you
reaches
asking
back for her
permission
pack.
from me for? Like you're gonna do what you're gonna do anyways, right? So let's do it. I'm gonna climb this tree, lay that fucking torch down, and let's fight.
And all of a sudden, it seemed that Ant had been eating an all-salt diet.
I will shoot you in the face with this bow and arrow.
She stops holding the torch. And
I'm telling you,
I can
throw
move
it
fast
down.
enough.
Well then, throw it down.
This whole
And light
time.
it after you light it.
This whole time, Quint's been like stabbing torches into the ground.
Yeah, Biri will
I will
do
hand,
likewise.
I'll hand over the 10 torches I have, and then get up a tree.
If we need more than 10 torches, hang on to them. You can throw them down from the tree.
Should make a wide circle with 10 of them.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a good idea.
You know anything about wolves we can use to keep them scared, Ant?
I mean, fire typically does it. They're usually afraid of us too, but I mean, they probably outnumber us. And if they're still if they still have the same kind of bloodlust that we saw with those wolves earlier, well then, fucking, I hope whoever we believe in helps us.
Diala. God damn it. Quint, stay behind me so I can fire things if I need to, huh?
Yeah.
I got your back.
Got yours.
Then I'm gonna get up a tree.
So will Ant.
Okay. So you light the torches, you climb your trees, you prepare yourselves. How long do you wait?
5 minutes.
What do you do after 5 minutes pass?
Does it sound like the wolves are still howling? Do they seem like they're coming closer?
They seem like they're circling you at a very long distance.
Hey, Ant,
Mm,
Do wolves really care if their food's cold?
no.
You're a funny guy, Nim. You're a funny guy.
I'm just gonna. They could be trying to wait us out.
I mean, they're not stupid. Wolves are pretty intelligent. And they know they have us right now, so we'll see what happens.
How many do we see?
You don't see any.
Don't see any.
Oh, okay. We said sound like they were. Sorry, I thought you said we saw them circling.
No, you hear them. You're judging by the howling that they are moving around you.
At this point, we're locked into fighting.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you wait?
How long
Another-
does a torch burn for?
That is a good question. Let's see.
Also, how long inside of this
For 1
circle of
hour.
how
For 1
long?
Okay, go.
How long inside this circle of warmth until we feel better?
You need to rest it off.
You won't. Yeah, you have to take a long rest.
It was worth a shot.
The bonus is that you don't have to make another check while waiting within the fire.
Yes, that works. I like that one.
Yeah, right.
How long do you wait?
So what about 30 minutes?
Okay, so after about 20 minutes, Anton, if you would please make me a wisdom perception check. You suddenly become, as you're perched up in your tree, right? You're sitting on the crook of a limb against the trunk of the tree, and waiting with your bow and arrow, and air of the tingling of bells around you. And you look around and you notice that this tree is positively brimming with bells, and you don't recall seeing them when you climbed there. And just as you come to this realization, a pair of blue arms sort of wrap around the trunk of the tree and your body and hold on to you. And you feel a breath right next to your ear and says, "You're mine." And then as you turn, it's gone.
She said pain. Pain?
You're mine.
Oh.
Anyone else see the arms?
No.
What the hell was that?
The hell was what?
Yeah, it was what?
Yeah, what was what?
He just kind of like sits up, kind of like makes the butthole face with his lips like kind of like.
Would you stop thinking about the mayor?
Something just hugged me and said I was hurt. Theirs. And these bells weren't here a second ago.
Become faintly aware that the pealing of small bells has been running through the trees all of a sudden.
The bells are ringing.
Well, scream if anything tries to knock you out of that tree. We'll talk about who's once the wolves are dead.
You also all become aware of the fact that you don't hear wolves anymore.
Oh,
Think
Yeah,
it's good to
Rachel.
start-
Let me try something real quick. Well, give me a couple minutes.
take all the
detect
time you need.
Detect magic ritual.
You sense the presence of conjuration magic all around you.
Okay. Anything on Ant or Biri standing out?
Nope.
Okay. We need to keep moving. This place is covered in magic.
And as you say that, a particularly harsh breeze, strong wind blows through the trees and extinguishes all the torches.
Shit! Quint starts running.
Where's he running to?
In the direction of the barge.
Direction, yeah, the direction they were going. The weathered wayfarer.
Weathered wayfarer.
Quint, you can't see.
I know this is the right way.
He's also moving at half speed, so he's just sort of like shoulder against the wind, like trudging through the snow as fast as he can.
Barry's gonna try and grab him by the back of his collar, and she's gonna shout, "Who's there?"
No, he is gone. Well, not gone. He's like 20 feet from you, but he's moving.
Quint, don't be an asshole. In the dark? Tired? Cold?
God damn it. He jogs back.
I don't hear the wolves anymore. We should probably, though, moving would probably be a better idea.
Yes, we should move. Moving is good.
Are we surrounded? We are surrounded by the sound of bells. Are we surrounded by bells?
Yes. But you hear them.
You say we can't see them?
No, you can't. You can't see them, but you can hear them. And Anton can see them in the trees.
I'm going to grab one of the bells before I get out of the tree.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go and start moving towards the tavern.
If the bells will keep the wolves at bay.
I don't think the bells keep the wolves at bay. I just think something else is going on here.
Yeah, and I don't want to try to figure it out in the middle of the woods.
I'll wear them like hair ribbons is what I'm saying if they keep the wolves away.
No, I don't think they do that.
They went away when the bells started ringing?
Yeah, but something else came instead.
The bells call something.
Yeah, but if we ring them, then maybe the wolves will think that we're the thing.
But yeah, but you want to call something else?
Or moving.
Biri tells the air in front of her, I can't fight shadows.
Which is why we need to get out of the shadows.
Are you still in a tree, Nim?
No, I set a half down.
Okay.
It started moving towards the end.
Make a wisdom perception check for me, please.
Wisdom perception. That went up. Not very much, but it did go up.
What did you get, sir?
Apparently a 19.
So as you're making your way towards the tavern around the base of one of the trees, you see this face sort of lean out to the side and gesture a single finger in her direction. And then back around the back of the tree and disappears.
Okay, I've seen it. Knowledge Arcana.
Sure.
What is that? I think that is +4. Yes. $13.
You have no clue what this is. It is eldritch and alien to you as anything else.
And it matches the description that we got from earlier from Biri and Quint.
Yep, very vaguely, but yes.
And what did that thing that grabbed you look like?
I really didn't get a good look. It was behind me, like it came up and hugged me from behind, like the tree hugged me itself.
Did you see the arms?
I really didn't look at the arms. I was too scared.
Okay. I think I just saw it too, and I think we need to get moving. Because I think it's the real threat.
Okay.
All right. I'll go where you
Picking
point.
up.
Biri yells out again, "Who's there?"
I will attempt to put an arm under Biri's and speed her up.
You're not going to be able to drag her with any effectiveness. She is quite large, and you are not the
It wasn't
strongest.
so much the
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
it wasn't
no,
so much
no.
the
You're
drag.
hurrying her along, but yes, I get what you mean.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
It's all right. Find the path and keep an eye out for. She raises her voice for friends.
I'm not the one who should be finding the path.
Keep an eye out then.
Keep an eye out for Granny Tickles.
Respectfully, Granny Tickles, and she bows to nothing. But she
I just
also
thought
looks.
he was trying to gesture me into the woods.
Biri's going to light one of the torches and shove the rest back in her pack, and she's ready to move.
Okay,
By the
so
way, for log keeping purposes, I'll say Quint used 5 of his for the circle.
okay. So as you guys begin making your way towards the tavern, you travel for about another 45 minutes. The bells do not seem to stop. They are absolutely laced in this part of the forest for some strange reason. And within, you see the weathered wayfarer, the little lights in the windows down below, and you're no more than maybe 200 yards from it. All of you, as you're traveling and sort of trudging through the snow off to the side, see a raised stone outcropping of a pile of flattened boulders, and on top of it you see this creature with one of the elven bodies that you have left in the ravine, and she is pulling out a mass of his guts and just feasting on it, looking you directly in the eyes, no more than 25 feet from you. And it just sort of appeared out of nowhere.
I told you the bodies would take care of themselves, Biri.
Biri is reaching back for a javelin. Like she made like a choked sound and is reaching back for a javelin unless someone stops her.
Nim is going to bring his thunder cannon up and train it on her. Not Biri, the granny monster thing.
Okay.
But not going to actually fire unless she starts moving closer. Or
Andrew,
someone else
she's also going to say, "What do you mean, a friend?"
Let me look at something.
Meanwhile, Quint also has an arm reared, holding a hand axe. Get out of here, Granny Tickles.
And her tentacles.
I need each of you, as you see this, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
halfsies.
13. Oh, wait. Where's mine? I got a 14.
That's mildly impressive. We both rolled the same thing.
Okay, so none of you even get the chance to make any threatening gestures at her or cautious gestures. You are all frightened immediately. An overwhelming sense of fear, and it almost seems magical. It just seems like the omnipresent like guilt of having maybe murdered these people like for a good cause, but the weight of did we do the right thing sort of combined with the fact that this creature is just unabashedly feasting upon this corpse and her just malicious and stifling upon you. It just sort of cracks your composure, and all of you are frightened.
Would this be a charm effect or fear effect?
This is a fear effect.
Okay. Fair enough.
Jesus, that's creepy.
Run like hell.
Yeah,
Okay.
Biri
Yeah.
stops. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm going with run like hell.
Yeah. Anton books it. Nope,
Okay.
Nope.
So you all, weathered wayfarer, you throw open the gate with some fumbling and make it inside and slam the door shut behind you. It's warm, it's inviting. Everyone inside is alive and well to allay any fears that you may have had upon entering the establishment. Davik and Felidor are here. It does not appear that Terran is here anymore. And that is where we will end it for tonight.
Oh, bar the door unless someone stops me.
Right?